Hi there, my friends. This is Patrick Allmond from allaboutfocus.com and stopdoingnothing.com. And I had a great question from a close business friend recently talking about Gmail organization and managing filters. And as opposed to getting with her one-on-one to give her the advice of how to manage filters, what she suggested was, and she's brilliant, so, of course, she's going to give me all the right wisdom, is to make a video out of it so not only that she can get a benefit from it, but so that the rest of you can get a benefit from it. Now, I know this may seem like a technical topic, but if you've ever seen my other website, stopdoingnothing.com, and the appropriate fan page, facebook.com/stopdoingnothing. I kind of file this one under time management and organization also. And what we're going to be doing today is talking about how in the Gmail interface, which you see in front of me right here, you start using the filters feature. And what a filter allows you to do is the same thing that a filter or a search allows you to do over in Outlook, which is basically search for and act on appropriate things when it comes to email. And so we're going to cover that today. And again, I would highly encourage you to start using this feature because all of us get a lot of email every single day. And all of that email we don't necessarily want to read right now. We might want to star it. We might want to flag it for later use. We definitely want to put probably each one into some kind of folder. And of course, Gmail doesn't have folders. It has labels. So as I show you this feature and as I show you my email, please take a look and see how you can use this to keep yourself more organized. And for example, there may be certain things like bills, which you don't need to read, you just need to basically file them away because you might want them later, but you don't need them in your inbox. So what you're looking at right now is my Gmail inbox right here at patrick.allmond@gmail.com. And if you notice, I have a lot of things. I have a couple of things with labels on them right here as a result of filters. But I just have, for the most part here, my inbox is just a list of videos or a list of emails that are waiting for me to take action on. And so, in my opinion, what should happen here is I should be labeling this. And the best way to label this, or the best way to organize, or the best way to archive, is to use a filter. Now, there are a couple of different ways to create filters. I'm going to show you the one that I like to use because it's really fast and easy. If you notice here, I have a bunch of emails from Clay Collins or Clay at LeadBright. And I'm going to focus on the ones from Clay at LeadBright. This is using a software package that I'm paying for called LeadBright or Lead Pages. And Clay is a great guy. He sends out a lot of great, useful videos. However, I cannot watch them all. There's no way I could watch them all and keep up with them. However, I'm afraid to lose them at the same time. I've got that FOMO fear of missing out. So what I've decided today, what I want to do is I want to take all these, put a label on them, and maybe star them so I can get to them later. But you know what? I don't need them in my inbox. And that's something I would encourage you to think about is, what do you actually need in your inbox? The only things that should be in your inbox are the new things that haven't been labeled or archived yet. Everything else needs to go in a to-do list manager or in an archive someplace. So I want to take all these ones that say LeadBright here in the subject or LeadBright any place in the email body and filter them. And the best way I can do that is to come up here right now into the search box and type in what my filter is going to be based on, LeadBright. I misspelled it, but here we go right there, LeadBright. So it instantly shows me all of the emails right there. Well, the email engineers at Gmail did something brilliant. There's a menu option up here underneath the drop-down more that says Create Filter. And what it does is it remembered the thing that you just created a filter on. So when I go to Create Filter, the initial rules that are set up right here already have the word LeadBright in them right here. You can filter on based on the from, the to, the subject. I usually do has the words because it covers everything, or maybe it doesn't have, so it's the equivalent of like a negative search. Maybe things that have attachments. And of course you can put based on so many days or so many months here. And it just walks you through the wizard now to create the filter rule. And what the filter is going to do is look for the condition and then act upon it. So create filter with this search right here. It takes me to the next step where I have this plethora of choices right here. And to me, this is an awesome feature because this is the longest list of choices I've seen, I think, in any email program. But again, this is web-based email, so these rules are going 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that's the important thing to remember with Gmail rules, is they're acting on your inbox even when you're not logged in. Booyah! Okay, so we can make it skip the inbox, archive it, just mark it as red so it's not highlighted, put a star on it, apply a label, very important, forward it to somebody, also very important, delete, never send to spam, obviously all these things right here, or choose a particular category, which is very important with the new social and promotions category. I want to put a label on all these and put a star on them and mark them as read, because they don't necessarily need to catch my attention. I just want to look at them at some point in time. So I'm going to, let me see. I'm also going to apply it to some of the other matching conversations. So I'm going to mark it as read. I'm going to apply a label here. And you know what? I don't have a label for these yet, so I'm going to create one called Lead Bright Emails. So that's a label. And by the way, these labels carry over into your phone or into any IMAP client that you're using. So if you're using Outlook as an exchange, if you're using the Gmail thing as an Outlook exchange server, these labels apply there as folders. So I'm going to mark it as read. I'm going to apply the label. And I could have sworn there was something here. Oh, never want to mark it as spam. And I could have sworn there was one here someplace about putting a star on it, and I don't see it on here. Maybe that's just something in my old. Oh, there it is, right there. Star it. Sorry about that. So mark it as read. Put a star on it, so I go back and look at it later. I'll put a label on it and never send it to spam. And if you notice, I also check this checkbox right here, which basically means make this rule retroactive for the other things inside my inbox. Now, if I wanted to, I could also skip the archive, skip the inbox, and archive it right there. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to apply 5 rules. Skip the inbox, mark as read, put a star on it, apply the label Lead Bright Emails, and never send it to spam. So as soon as I click on this create filter right here, it's going to create the filter, and it will be in effect for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whether I'm signed into Gmail or not. And it's going to act on all these emails you see right here in front of you in my inbox right now. So let's click on create filter. Hazakazim, hit the magic. So the filter was created. If I was to go back to my inbox right now, oh, yeah, they're all gone. That's why I can't see them. Okay, so all the ones that say Lead Bright are gone. The ones that say Clay Collins are still here, so maybe I could have done a little bit of a better filter, but the ones that say Lead Bright are all gone. So you know what? I wonder where they are. Go over here into starred. Ah, there they are. They have the yellow star next to them. They're not black anymore, so they have definitely all been marked as red. And they'll have a label on them now that says Lead Bright Email. So whenever I want to pull these up, I can either say show the starred like I did here, or in this box up here, you can always type one of your labels that are inside your Gmail account. So when I type in Lead Bright, it shows me all the ones for my Lead Bright label. I actually think it was Lead Bright Emails. Is that what it was? Is that was the actual label? Lead Bright Emails. It was just Lead Bright. Lead Bright's good enough. So anyway, that's the quick and easy way to create a search filter. Again, what we did is we went up to the top, we created the search right here. For example, we could do one for Clay's name, Clay Collins. And there's some other ones right there. And again, right there under More, Create Filter, you can create a filter based on what you typed in right there. I hope this has been useful. This has been Patrick Allmond from allaboutfocus.com and stopdoingnothing.com. Be sure you go to those fan pages at facebook.com/stopdoingnothing and follow me there also so you can get some other tips. And of course, you can go to either website. The better one's probably stopdoingnothing.com and get on the email list. So when I do cool stuff like this, you can follow it. And also, hey, you know what? Go over to YouTube, youtube.com/Patrick Allmond and subscribe to me there also. Have a great rest of the week and we'll talk to you again soon.